Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Yahaira and this is the Let's Budgets, and on my channel I bring you weekly budget with me and cash stuffing videos. In today's video it'll be a cash stuffing for a total of $909. So let's go ahead and count this all out and make sure it's all here. So we have 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 420, 40, 60, 80, 500, 520, 40, 60, 80, 600, 620, 40, 60, 80, 700, 720, 40, 60, 80, 90, 800, 8, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. That's 890. 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 900. 901, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 for a total of 909. Hope you guys are doing good this week. I am doing good. I have finished my first book of the year already of Fourth Wing. And let me tell you, it has lived up to the hype. I am buddy reading it with a friend of mine, so we're going to be starting Iron Flame hopefully today, if not tomorrow. I hope tonight, because I need to read. I want to find out what happens next. And we are having a busy week for our envelopes this week, so I'm excited to get stuffing for all of this. Let's start off with our variable spending. In groceries, we got some left over. We would have had more left over. It was a very light week with groceries that we needed for our meal planning. But I stocked up on some cheese because Albertsons was having a good sale for it. And then Logan asked me to get him some energy drinks so that he would stop buying it at the convenience store, which I then forgot to pack him one today on his lunch. So that ate up a lot of what we would have left over. But that's okay because I'm like, we had money to splurge a little bit. So I'm going to take all this to the side and we'll put it in other envelopes later on. Groceries will be getting 80 this week as 320s. 1, 2, 3, a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 4, 5. So groceries this now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Pups is up next, and they are getting 50 as 2 20s and a 10. So Pups now has $100, $200 in the bank. And then 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 300, 310, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30 for a total of 330. Getting it built back up. Take a good chunk out because we gotta buy new diapers for Ash. And then I got some ear cleaner for Rock because if anyone out there has a dog with floppy ears, you guys know how their ears love to get earwax buildup more so than any other dog. And he has slightly floppy ears, so we have to clean his ears pretty regularly, otherwise he gets infections. So up next is eating out, and that's getting 60 this week as 2 20s, a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So eating out now has 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. And we should have a good chunk of this left over in next week's budget because we still have so many gift cards from tree making with my in-laws like Christmas. So we're working our way through those. And then Logan has one for In-N-Out too that he got, I think, from work. In case you ever want something quick. So we'll see. Up next is Fun, and it does have some money left over. I think I'm gonna take this 20 that apparently someone bit into, it looks like. And then Fun this week is getting 30 as a 20 and 2 5s. So Fun now has 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4. And then it's gas, which this is the exciting one. We continue to have a lot left over in it. Like we have over $100 left over. I'm thinking, so if you didn't watch my budget with me video, I did make a change where I lowered our gas budget by $40 this month. I think I could do another 20, but I'm being safe, because I'm nervous about how well this is going. If it continues how it is, between like figuring out our driving finally and then gas prices, if they stay where they are, if not drop lower, because that'd be nicer, I should be able to drop our budget by another $20, if not by another $40. So we'll see how the rest of the month goes, but I'm thinking maybe next week I might not put as much into gas, and then just stuff to top it off and leave the rest and put the rest elsewhere. But we'll see how this week goes. It should be, again, having a good chunk left over. But gas this week is getting $1.55 as 2.50. That's 2.50s, 2.20s, a 10, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, right? Yeah. Alright, so gas now has 50, 100, 50, 200, 220, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 2, 3, for a total of 263. And if our gas spending follows the same pattern as last week, we should have like 116. Look, we spent about 125 last week. So if that's the case, I'll probably only put like $50 in the gas and put the rest elsewhere. But that's exciting, and it makes me so happy to see. After months and months and months of pretty much overspending in gas, even though we weren't doing crazy driving, it was just that like with how much gas was, it was just ridiculous. And this is getting caught. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Ash's Food is getting skipped this week. Costco is getting $20 as a 20. So Costco now has $20. But they gave me some crusty old bills this week. So they're all flopping everywhere. Spawn. These are my nieces. If you're new around here, I save a little bit of them for them whenever we have left over in our grocery budget, usually the dollar bills, and I give it to them here and there so we can work together to help them build good habits for the future, hopefully. So Spawn now has 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, for a total of $20. The next thing they're saving up for is Mother's Day. One's done saving because she absolutely adores my sister. Not that they both don't love her, but she loves her. So that was like her number one priority, was saving for Mother's Day. And then up next is debt/savings. From this envelope, I will pull extra from our envelopes, usually from groceries and fun. And at the end of the month, I'll put it either towards debt if we have some miscellaneous spending, which we still have some that we're paying down. Or I put it towards our sinking funds to get a little bit of extra there. So now this envelope has 20, 30, 35. And I usually aim to save between $80 to $100 from our envelopes to beef this up. So I'm going to do it for this binder. Up next is my personal binder. This week, starting with my envelope, I'm getting 50 as 2 20s and a 10. So I now have 20, 40, 50. And pretty much all of this is gone because I have some personal overspending that I'm paying down. Plus, I also bought a backpack that I'm going to use in Japan. So, because I had to get it. Listen to me. And don't be like me. But I had got some shirts at Box Lunch a couple months ago. So I got some like their Box Lunch money. It's pretty much like Kohl's Cash or like Old Navy Cash if you shop there. And then I also had $10 in rewards, and they let you use both of these on Loungefly backpacks. So I was able to get a $75 backpack down to $38. So I decided this week I have to go easy on the spending to pay that back. And then up next is Lambeau Field. For this one, if you're new around here, I'm saving for a trip to take my dad to Lambeau Field to see the Packers play because he is a huge Packers fan. And so we're aiming to take him at the end of the year. So I'm saving up to take him to that. So this week Lambeau Field is getting 40 as 220s. So it now has $500 in the bank, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, $87. So a total of $587. Why is it being done? Okay. And then that'll do it for this binder. Up next is our savings challenges. These are back. They disappeared for a little bit at the end of December. Just because we finished with the ones that we had for the year, plus just using that extra money that I freed up to get ahead on sinking funds. Up first is our $200 savings challenge. This came from Small Budgets, the one that I got this beautiful Pisces binder. She gave the binder. I did the decals on the envelopes. She also sent the envelopes in there. She sent this along with that, so I decided let's go ahead and do it. And I realized I don't have any markers. Let me grab one real quick. So this week we are stuffing one of them, so we're doing $20. I can pick that up. So it'll be as a 20. So this budget now has $20 in it, and let's go ahead and color in one of the little spikes. I don't do like precise job with these things. I just kind of like, give you the idea. But I colored it. Alright, so one down. Okay, and then we're going to do another one in tandem with this one, because it's a smaller one. It is, here it is. This, what I'm referring to is the Piggy Bank Challenge, because it's called the Piggy Bank Savings Challenge. This is from Budget with Carly. A lot of my savings challenges come from her. This is one that she included with one of my orders. And then this week, it's getting $4 as 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it now has $1, 2, 3, $4. Let's go ahead and color in a $4 piggy bank. This one is pretty much getting any leftover in our budget. That's like whenever we have an odd number left over, I'm putting it towards this. So hopefully this pen colors well on it. It's not like a dry erase or anything like that. So I'm hoping it doesn't like smear or smudge. I'm gonna leave this to the side for a minute so that it can dry. Whoop, that works. And I am doing saving challenges a little bit different this year, because last year I was just doing whatever I could for the year when I started them, and then I stuffed them all or counted them all at the end of the year and use them then. But this year I'm gonna be using them as we finish them. So like once we finish these two, I'll be allocating them to where we could use a little bit of extra money. So I'll do it for that, and then up next is Sinking Funds Part 1. This binder is for sinking funds that have like more of a definite end, whereas the next one has like it's more like a free flow one. So up first, this one is mini trips. So that this week is getting 120 as 250s and a 20. I did have to do it like a mini cash condensing because I needed some change, I think. And my gas envelope, yeah. So mini trip now has 50, 100, 150, 170, 180, 90, 200. And we're saving 700 in this. So good little progress. Up next is Japan flights, and that's getting 200 this week. So it now has $100, $200. And then, I've touched on this in the videos before, but if you're new around here, the way I approach trips is, with the exception of Lambeau Field, because that one's mostly, because I didn't want to make a whole, like, mess of envelopes for that too, is I don't have just, like, a vacation sinking fund. For my sake, I find it easier to organize by, like, what we need. So, like, there's, like, for this trip, we have Japan flights, Airbnbs, we have pub sporting, train tickets, and then spending money. I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing one. And I just do that so that way I know for sure we have enough for everything. I don't want to have to worry about like, well, now we have to really watch how much we spend on the trip because I spent too much money on Airbnbs or whatever. It's just, again, a peace of mind organization thing for me. So that's that. And then up next is gifts. And gifts this week is getting $20 as per usual. And so now we have $20, $40, $60, $80. And then I made this list for myself and kind of show you guys too, like what we need for this year. And just be checking it off as I meet the amounts. I said we have to have like a total of $500 for gifts. You won't see that that whole amount ever like together because things are already starting. Like my niece's birthday is the end of the month, when then a week later is my mom's birthday. So I have to buy those gifts. But it's just letting me know what to check off, especially because again, with this year having so many big goals, the sooner we can get things done and free up money to put towards those goals, the better. It's kind of why I'm debating with the money that I rebudget from gas, if I want to put it in here to get way ahead, or if I just want to put it towards one of our big goals. Kind of up in the air. We'll see what the mood is, or I could split it. I don't know, but I like the idea better of putting it all in one. Because again, I like to snowball things for our sinking funds. Up next is electronics, and that's getting 10. We did spend some out of here because Logan got a new Fitbit during the after Christmas sales. He was getting a little jealous because I have an Apple Watch. And so when I started doing spin classes last month, and so I've been sending him like the stats of like how many calories I burned, my heart rate, or whatever. And he was interested in seeing that for himself for his workouts. So he got a Fitbit during the sales. He had a bunch of rewards on his Amazon card, so he used that, and then we pulled the rest from our electronics sinking fund. So electronics now has $50, $60. And then our emergency fund this week is getting $40. As two 20s? Why am I missing a 20? I'm gonna have to figure that out, because let me see. Oh, you know why? I messed up gifts. Okay. Alright, let's put a pin in it. I'm gonna put this 20 back just so I don't forget it. Gifts was not supposed to get a $20 bill. I was supposed to put change in there because I had to be buying gifts already. So, take this 20 out. And then it's gonna get a 10, a 5, and 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, let's just recount it just to be safe. Gifts now has 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Okay. Now we should be fine. Now we go back to emergency fund and get those two 20s. Okay. So, emergency fund now has $1,000, $2,000, $100, $200 in the bank. So, $2,200 in the bank. Then we have 50, 70, 90, 310, 301, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a total of 306, 316. What did I say? 50, 70, 90, 310, 316. Ugh. I'm debating if I pull a chunk of this out, mainly not because we've spent it, but because we keep some in cash just for like in case something goes wrong. Like how I think it was last year, there was a point in the year where like all the like ATMs and cash and like card transactions weren't, like machines went down. So you never know when that's gonna happen, so having cash on hand helps. So I'm debating about pulling that chunk out, and because Logan's mentioned to me before that for him that's not part of our emergency fund, even though it kind of is. So I'm debating about pulling that amount out so that we can account for it correctly. We'll see. And then last but not least is our revolving one. Like I mentioned, we're only doing one envelope in this one, and it'll be for clothes. And clothes this week is getting $10. So clothes now has $10, $15. It also has like a bunch of future sinking funds. So like our completed ones, like we have like our house down payment that we or down payment, like more like house purchasing money. And then like all the Japan. So I did say Japan pups, spending, train, and Airbnb. Yeah, it's all. And a new car. Don't only say pennies for that. But yeah, so that'll do it for today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps my channel. And I hope to see you guys again next week for another week of budgeting. Bye.